Hello everybody, happy 4th of July 2021. My buddy's here with me. He has to sit here and be in the video too. Actually, until I turned the camera on, he was just laying in the bed. Uh, I wanted to talk about the latest that people are talking about, where they will post memes on Facebook to get people all stirred up, and they'll take one particular thing and only tell you a little bit about it. They'll only tell you what they want you to know. They won't tell you the whole story. So, I'm going to tell you, today we're going to talk about the term birthing people. Conservatives mainly are all up in arms about the term birthing people. They are posting all kinds of memes about it. They're talking about it. They're saying there is no way in hell that I am ever going to call my mom a birthing person. They say things like, now the libtards want you to call your mother birthing person. You're not allowed to call your mother mother anymore. Nobody's going to be allowed to call their mother's mom or mother. They have to refer to her as the birthing person. This is not true. Although the Biden administration did come up with the term of birthing person. But here is why they came up with that term. You're not going to have to call your mother birthing person. You're not going to have to call your grandma birthing persons. And women will not be referred to as birthing people. It will be used strictly for legal documentation, paperwork. In the case of adoption, let's say if a woman is having an open adoption, let's say, and she plans, as soon as she has that baby, she's already picked the parents out for the baby, and so she has the baby, and as soon as the baby's born, they take that baby directly to the nursery away from the mother, and she never sees that child. She would be referred to on documentation as the birthing person. The adoptive parents, the woman, will be referred to as the mother for two reasons. One, the woman who gave birth, even though she is the biological mother, does not intend to be a mother to that child. So she would be called as the birthing person. The adoptive mother plans to be the mother to that child for the rest of that child's life. She therefore becomes the mother. The child will refer to her as mom. The other case would be in the case of surrogacy. A man and a woman want to have a baby, but they can't have a baby, so they take the egg from the woman with the sperm of the man, they fertilize it and implant it into the surrogate. So, the surrogate cannot say, I changed my mind, I want to keep my baby, because it's not her baby. It's not her baby at all. Genetically and legally, she is of no relation to that baby. So, as soon as that baby is born, her job is done, and the baby is handed over to the rightful parents, which is mom and dad. For documentation purposes, that surrogate is now going to be referred to as birthing person instead of surrogate mother, because she is not a mother. So those are the two ways that birthing people, the terminology of birthing person, will be used. Nobody is telling you to call your mothers birthing people. People are saying, well, they want me to call my mom a birthing person. Well, what are they going to call the fathers? They're not going to call the fathers anything different, because they're not calling mothers anything different. They're just calling adoptive women who give away their child for adoption the second they're born, and surrogate who have to give up the child as soon as they're born. Now, frankly, I don't see, you know, why not just keep the term biological mom, surrogate mother? That doesn't offend me. It doesn't bother me. But using the term birthing person for these two instances, that doesn't bother me either. I think it's perfectly fine. And I'm sure the conservatives are just all up in arms about it. See, they post these things, but they don't tell you what I just told you. And then a lot of people are just going to get carried away with it because they don't bother looking anything up. They just, some people, and we all know this, some people are just too quick to believe everything they see on Facebook. I don't remember who it was or even what the subject was one time that was just so far-fetched and ridiculous. And so I went in and commented and told her this is absolutely not true. There's nothing true about this. And then I showed her documentation from Google about the real facts. And she was like, oh, well, thank you for clearing that up. She said, I didn't know it wasn't true. That's just what I've been hearing. So she didn't know that it wasn't true, and that's just what she's been hearing. But she's the one who posted it. Excuse me. She's the one who made a repost of it. So she was one that was spreading it around too, without actually knowing what she was talking about. So, anyway. That's all I have to talk about today. What do you think about the terminology of birthing people? Do you think, for the reasons that I told you, that it's okay to do? Are you mad about it? Do you think that I don't know what I'm talking about and that the conservatives are right and everybody's going to have to refer to mom now as a birthing person? What are your views? Mr. Furley, you want to say bye? You want to look in the camera? Look over here, baby. Look, Furley. Right here, baby.
They're making omelets for us without yolk so we don't get too much cholesterol.
My baby. He didn't feel well yesterday. Actually, for the last 2 days, he didn't feel well. He didn't eat. And last night they were setting off fireworks in the neighborhood, and he didn't even bark at them. He laid up against me and snuggled and was shivering because he was cold all day. So I had to keep the air on, really just fan, instead of air yesterday. But he's all better today. Today is the 4th of July. So I sure do dread tonight because he is really going to have at it tonight, aren't you, buddy? You're really going to have at it. And that's okay. Anyway, so tell me what you think about what I just told you. And until next time, bye-bye.